What's up, YouTube? DarkWorldMOFO here. We got a cool kid, Ian. He's actually playing Worms. He just went undefeated, 5-0 at my locals, first place playing Worms. So, Ian, tell us a little bit about your deck.
Sure. I'll start with the monster lineup. I play one Worm King. Special summon with Meteorite. You get special summon with Meteorite, gets the pop stuff like Gravekeeper's Ascendant. I run 1. I've been trying 2 for a long time, but this format recently I decided to switch to 1. Drawing it dead really hurts, and if you run 2, you just increase the odds of doing that. I opened Worm King about 2 times today, but I still managed to win, so it was good.
Yeah, he played 5 rounds today, and he only lost 2 games out of all of those matches.
Next is 3 Zex. Beaters of the deck, Dumpstorm Yagen, it's an automatic +1, great open. Yagins, not so great to draw, but they're a good answer to a lot of monsters out there like Shien, Inturia Beast. Those were some of the cards I bounced today, just set Yagen, have them attack over it. It's like, it works better than Snowman sometimes, and you get a free Yagen with every Zex you summon almost, so. 3 Carteros, always run 3. Whoever runs 2 doesn't know what they're doing because you need to draw your worms, you need to draw Zex and stuff. The monsters aren't that abundant to begin with, so Carteros really helps. Next, I have 3 Raiho. I've been running 2, but this format, Raiho's been getting better and better, so I decided to switch to 3. Next, the one of monsters, Honest, for obvious reasons, works with every single monster in the deck. And Tsukuyomi combos really well with Worm Carteros, Worm Yagen. You get to reuse their flip effects, or just exceed it, like set their monster and exceed with your monsters. Right. Next to trap lineup, I play 1 Fiendish. Right now, a placeholder really. I've been running 2, but I've been experimenting with Tsukuyomi, so I took out 1 Fiendish. 2 Starlights.
Protection.
Really essential to the deck because you run so much back row and Heavy Storm just kills it. I've gotten open heavy twice today and that just really hurt, but Starlight was really useful. I got it off at least 3 times today. Double Bottomless, great card. Takes care of, because your worms don't have much attack to begin with, so these take care of like all the beaters that would potentially minus you. Double Mirror Force, 1 Depriz. I'm okay with either 1 or 2 Depriz, but I've been experimenting with other cards right now, so. Silent Brigade, Double Warning, Judgment, for obvious reasons. The ace card of the deck, Worm Meteorites.
The broken ass card of the deck.
Open this, open Zex, open this. If you get the playoff, you win, no questions asked, almost. Set the card, you can only activate it when you have a face-down monster on the field, when there's 1 face-down monster in the field. And then, usually, my strategy, I tend to activate during the end phase so they can't respawn, because after you flip it and you get your Zex and Yagen Dark Hole, that just really sucks. Yeah. So I usually try to go, even if I have to minus myself to do it, I usually try to wait until the end phase. It's also great, it also works like compulsory. If you have a Yagen in the field, with Carteros, you get to reuse this effect twice. If you have 1 Carteros, you flip this off, that's a +3 right there. If you have, +2, and same thing with Worm, Zex, and Yagen. So, if it weren't for this card, I wouldn't be running this deck. It's just the sackiest, most broken thing out there, almost. Double Duality. Double Lance.
Protection.
Because you don't run that many monsters to begin with, it really helps to protect your monsters, and also it works just like Honest sometimes, you activate it during the damage step.
Oh, and then I also noticed you don't play any Torrential. Is that because you just want to keep your monsters on the field the entire game?
That's correct. I don't run many monsters, and I need monsters on the field. I have a Carteros on the field. I don't want to go Torrential because I want to exceed or something.
Right.
Usually with Carteros, or with the Zex I can play, I will have monsters on the field I want to keep, either to reuse their effects, or like, I will sell them, I will almost never have an empty field to Torrential their monsters with. So that's just detrimental to my strategy. I tried it before and I didn't like it. Double MST, just good for a lot of, just consistent in my opinion. Book of Moon, reuse flip effects, set monsters. Run 1 Dark Hole, Heavy, and Reborn.
Right. Then we can go into your side deck real quick if you don't care.
Yeah. So side deck, MST, for obvious reasons, against Chain Burn, Trap Heavy decks. I've been experimenting with 2 Vanity's Emptiness. It's been working well so far. and I'll get into more of that strategy later. But even though it sucks if you get MST'd, like another card, you just -1, but it's great against windups, Sams, any of those decks that special summon a lot. It really locks down a lot of decks if you can keep it up. Next, I have 2 Gozen Match. Great card, one of my favorite sides. Good against windups, Sams, all different rogue decks. It just like all your worms are light, so it hurts you. It doesn't hurt anything, and it just kills a lot of decks. With Synchro coming up, this is going to really help too. 2 Cyber Dragons. Machines have obviously seen an increase in play lately, so it's great for going into Chimera Tech. Sign for heroes or Sams just to get beaters on the field, increase your monster counts. 2 Offerings to the Snake Deity. These are for our trap heavy decks when just 3 MSTs aren't going to cut it. Works great against Chain Burn, a lot of different like TGs. I mean, if they have the skills right now, if you flip your worm, chain this, you get your worm effect off and you blow up 2 of their cards.
Right.
Most of the time, I'll be using this with Worm Zex or Yagin. I mean, Worth Carteros or Yagin. Just, yeah. Macrocosmos, really useful against Dark World, Synchro decks, anything that uses the graveyard. You may think that it hurts your plays with Yagin, but again, considering what it's good against, it's really worth it. Usually I'll dump Yagin with Zex turn 1 and set this card, so it usually doesn't hurt me too much. Besides Yagin, yeah, this card doesn't hurt you at all, and it just kills a lot of decks.
Yeah, the Samurai player last round sided Cosmos against him, and I was thinking, like, what is it really going to do besides that one play?
In addition, like I was talking about, Vanity's Emptiness combos really well with this card because Vanity's Emptiness leaves the field when one of your cards are sent to the grave. And when this is up, no cards are being sent to the grave, so you can usually keep Vanity's Emptiness out for a long time.
That's true.
2 Shadow Priz, it's really good because it's Dark Worlds are becoming popular, even though Insectors aren't...
This card lost me round 4.
Yeah.
Okay, I think it was game 2 or 3. He had this up the entire game and I couldn't get over it.
Just really useful if you can protect it. I run 2 Gemini Imps, mainly because at this locals and all the locals I go to, there are at least 3 Dark World players, and I have kind of a poor Dark World matchup from my experience, because usually it's signed to Decree, which kills me, and this just helps against all the sacky cards like Card Destruction, Drag Down to the Grave. I didn't draw today against the Dark World matchup I had, but I was able to manage with Shadow Priz. And then 1 Phoenix Chain. I probably just put this in here because I took it out of my main deck. I would be exchanging this for something better. Like, I don't even know if that was 15 cards. This might just be part of my main deck that I forgot to talk about.
Alright, and then let's get into your extra really quick because this is running kind of long.
Alright, sure. Extra deck, 15 cards. Zenmeister, great for flipping your worms back and face down.
Right.
With Tsukuyomi, it might become a little obsolete, but it's great for exceeding into sometimes. Bond the Sigma.
You like this card?
I run it for one reason only. It's to get rid of 27k beaters.
Right.
You can't. I mean, when I have 3 monsters on the field and I can't even get over a 27k beater, that just feels really stupid. So this is just one answer to that.
Yeah.
Gemini Pearl.
He has a secret one, guys. Not a common.
Utopia.
Utopia Ray.
I run 2 Utopias, but because I have the space, when better exceeds come out, I'll be dropping 1. Chimera Tech I run 1 Chimera Tech. Just because usually you only get it off once with the Cyber Dragons.
Yeah.
Canister, I'm not running Valors anymore, so this might be a little obsolete, but it's great for reborning Valors and stuff, and all my worms are level 4. I run 2 Paps, because I love this card. It kills so many decks, it just wins games. Papal Imperative, win games. When Black Corn comes out, I might drop 1 for Black Corn, but I just love Pap so much, I definitely run it over Corn if I had space. Maestro, good for protecting yourself, like a Zen Mines, gets over beaters sometimes. 1 Shockmaster, one of my most used cards in the deck. Probably
it's getting reprinted, I'm so happy.
Yeah, I mean, I bought this for 30 bucks, but it's okay. It's won me games, and it's been worth it. Great against Chain Burn, monster heavy decks, like windups, and then it just shuts things down. It wins games. Steelstorm Roach, great against Sams, Heretics, all that, it's essential. 1 Stardust for Starlight. I run 2 Starlights, but I only run 1 Stardust because I've noticed that I've only ever gotten 1 Stardust out in any duel. I've had to activate 2 Starlights in 1 game maybe twice in my life, so that's just that. Marrowgeist, it's not one of the more useful cards, but it's great against all floaters, battle searchers, TGs. I want them to get their Sangan searched. I mean, it works like that. It's a decent card, but I might drop it when the better exceeds come out.
Definitely. All right, well, Ian, thanks a lot for the deck profile. YouTube, leave a comment down below. Subscribe to my channel, DarkWorldMOFO. Out. Peace, guys.